So recently I've noticed something that I'm sure many of you have already recognized, and that's that we have a tendency to focus a lot on our problems, but rarely does it seem that we ever come around to actually solving them. I want to read something to you really quick. For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the Jews will arise from another place, but you and your father's family will perish. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this, Esther 4:14. In this passage, a man named Mordecai is trying to convince his cousin, Queen Esther, to take action. You see, at this point in history, the Jewish people were getting ready to be annihilated by the people who were ruling over them. But God was calling Esther to rise up, to be the person he had destined her to be. I wonder how many of us are in a similar situation. We all have things that are close to us. We all have things that we care about and that we want to see changed. And there's a reason for that. God has called us to make a difference. God wants to use you to accomplish his plan. But he doesn't need you for his plan to come to fruition. God wants to use you and he's called you to be used. But his plan's going to come true regardless. The only person who will miss out on his plan if we don't rise up is us. You are called. You are chosen. You are set apart. God has chosen you for such a time as this to rise up. God wants to use you to fulfill his plans. But the only way that he can use you is if you rise up. Following God's plan will cost us. It will cost the way we think, it will cost the way we live, and it will cost our comfort. But not following God will cost us so much more. I could go down this big long list of all the things that it will cost if we don't follow God's plan. But the most important thing for you to remember is that not following God's plan will cost you your purpose. Is that something that you're willing to sell for comfort? If not, then let's rise up. Let's be the people that God has called us to be. Let's go out and give generously, fight compassionately, love genuinely. If we want to change the world, then let's start by loving the people in it. My friend, you are loved, you are valued, and you have purpose. You just have to keep pursuing hope.